side.
Plenty of La Liga action for you this coming weekend. We start off on Saturday with the late kick-off in Malaga as they play Mallorca, 9:55, Sky Sports 4 HD. Sunday is a double-header. Barcelona, tough game for them, away to Osasuna. 6 o'clock on 1 HD. The first half is behind the red button. Real Madrid don't have far to travel. They play Getafe. That's at 8 o'clock, also 1 HD. So no goals at half-time. A possible penalty shout for Ramos on Alexis. What did you think of it, Rafa?
The first thing that you need to know, or everybody knows, is that you cannot give a penalty if it's not clear. If it's not clear, you cannot give it. In this case, from this point of view, penalty because the ball is going there and there's contact. But you see the way that Alexis is going to the floor, you will not give the penalty. So if I am the referee, I would see the situation. It's not clear for me. So maybe he has his doubts, but he cannot give the penalty.
There is contact, a little bit, but it just goes down too easily, and like about half a second later, he hasn't done it properly if he meant to con the referee, but in any case, it's the right decision.
How should Barcelona approach this second half? There's a danger if they try and go for it, that Real Madrid could counter-attack them, isn't there?
Yeah, they have to do the same. The problem will be if in 20 minutes they are not scoring, so they will be anxious and they will try difficult passes, and Real Madrid can regain and play counter-attack with a lot of space will be more dangerous.
What's interesting is that Barcelona plays really well at the Santiago Bernabéu, so in a way a 0-0 is a good result for Barcelona as well. They will go to the Bernabéu thinking, well, we can keep the ball, they're going to get nervous, they cannot play like this at the Santiago Bernabéu. And one thing to consider perhaps as well is that the humidity in Barcelona today is very, very high and it's very, very warm. So if you are defending, I suppose it takes a lot of you, but because Real Madrid doesn't need to do much.
No, they don't need to run too much because they are so close to the box. It's just 10 meters, and maybe that is better for Real Madrid than for Barcelona. That normally they used to play in these conditions, but maybe it's better for Real Madrid today.
Can we read anything into Barcelona coming out early and Real Madrid taking their time?
Yeah, I know why. Because they like to do it this. They like to do, and the Mourinho, they like to wait and put under pressure the other team a little bit nervous.
Does it work?
No.
What's a good result for either manager? Guillaume saying 0-0 wouldn't be bad for Tito Villanova, but
no,
he won this game, won't he?
Barcelona has to score. The pressure in the Bernabeu Stadium will be massive. Always, I said before, no, the anxiety can go against the local team, but I think that Barcelona needs to score.
Because Mourinho has actually won everybody over at Real Madrid now. Whatever he does now is accepted. But, as I'm saying, they cannot play like this as the Santiago Bernabéu. They're going to have to come out and attack Barcelona, in which case it can allow Barcelona into the game. It is definitely the way it's been played, a game of two halves, a game of two legs.
What are the chances of David Villa or perhaps even Christian Teo coming on in the second half?
I don't know, okay, he's fine, but he's not fully fit. I don't see him making a difference. Hopefully he will come and maybe he will score because he's a good friend. But I think that Barcelona, with the players that they have already on the pitch, if they move the ball quickly, maybe they will have chances.
Not seen much of Ronaldo in the first half. He didn't have any shots on target at the Bernabeu at the weekend, the first time ever as a Real Madrid player. How did they get him into the game?
He was defending too much. For me, he was helping Coentrao defending, so he's too deep. We will see now with more space, as I say before. But I think it's because they are just concentrating. They do a good defending system that they will be difficult to break for Barcelona and after play counter-attack.
OK, well, let's get back to the Camp Nou for the second half and rejoin our commentary team, Jerry Armstrong and Kevin Keatings.
Yes, welcome back to the Camp Nou. These two don't usually do 0-0s, but Real Madrid have almost appeared to have set their stall out for such an outcome tonight, in the knowledge that they have the second leg at home next week. They've certainly been more adventurous on their last two visits here, Jerry.
I don't think it's that they're playing for a 0-0. I think they're playing defensively. They're absorbing pressure and playing on the break. They're always hoping that they can get 2 or 3 chances and maybe put 1 or 2 of them in the net. And we saw that. That was quite evident in the first half.
Well, let's see if the pattern is the same in this second half. No changes in personnel, incidentally. Carlos Puyol missing from the Barcelona team, fell to little twinge in his knee, came off in the opening league game of the season, the 5-1 home win against Real Sociedad.
And he's had a recurring knee injury, Carlos Puyol, and I feel he's only going to get maybe 15-20 games a season now.
Here's Arbeloa had a splendid first half. Loose pass from Özil. For all their possession in the first half, Barcelona, they didn't really get behind the full-backs, Arbeloa and Contrao, anywhere near enough for Villanova's liking.
Yeah, I agree, Kevin. It happened once or twice. The one that Dani Alves pulled back to Messi, you would have expected him to hit the target. And the other one that Messi got from the inside left position when he dragged it wide of the far post again, you expect him to hit the target. And that's the only two disappointing things for me, that they haven't hit the target and Messi hasn't hit the target. But they've had possession, but Real Madrid's frustrated them. Again, you watch the full-backs, they'll tuck in and support the two centre-backs. They'll make it narrow, the pitch narrow. They'll allow them to have the ball on the flanks.
Well, there were 9 goals in the 2 legs of the Super Cup between these two last season. Barcelona edged it by and large thanks to Messi, who's had the 2 best chances of the evening. He got 3 goals of Barca's 5 in the 2-leg affair 12 months ago.
Well, we thought Real Madrid played brilliant last season. I thought they narrowed the gap between themselves and Barcelona. Different was the finishing, Kevin, and Messi in particular, he was the difference between the two sides. But then as the league progressed, as we said, you know, the first 7 games of the season, Real Madrid didn't do particularly well, but they got better and better, and then they went on a run and they won the league. And here's Callejon, still on the ball.
And they won the league with a record 100 points. They dropped only 14 in the whole of the season and fully deserved that title. In by Arbeloa. Seemed to go down in stages there, Alvaro Arbeloa, but he's got his free kick.
There's minimal contact from Alexis, but Arbeloa milks it. Gets the free kick. Not that Alexis wouldn't do that himself, Kevin.
Mesut Özil will take the free kick. Referee Clos Gomez putting a push in there.
I thought the foul was on Ronaldo. Somebody hit him from behind. I think it might have been PK as he was about to spring. Let's have a look. And there's another foul behind that. This is Adriano. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. The referee goes for the easy bet. Give a free kick out.
Iniesta. Adriano. Busquets. Now Messi. Busquets. Caught there by Albiol. And the referee immediately out with the yellow card. Albiol now joining Xabi Alonso on a yellow. Have to confirm that it was Xabi Alonso, as we thought, who picked up that yellow card in the first half. Although our Spanish colleagues captioned Albiol as having picked up that yellow, it was Alonso. There's no doubt about that one.
Yeah, definitely a free kick. I just feel that he throws himself really well. Sergio Busquets, anytime he goes down, he's quite theatrical.
Didn't get a lot of playing time last season. Albiol. There was some doubt as to whether his Real Madrid career was going to come to an end, but he's since agreed a new contract. There was times even the young Frenchman Varane was getting the nod ahead of him.
I like Varane very much so. I think he's going to be a brilliant player.
Mascherano. Tidy feet from Busquets. Here's Xavi. Awkward one that for Pedro.
There's a little nudge on Sergio Contras. As Pedro's going for the ball, you can see he's nudged him in mid-air. There it is. Be fair to Pedro, though, he's got his eyes on the ball, Kevin. He's unaware maybe of Contrao coming in to attack the ball, but it's the right decision.
Still really waiting for this Clásico to spring into life. Galaxy of stars down there. Surely the chances will come sooner rather than later. Dani Alves. Alexis. He's got the better here of Arbeloa. Down he goes.
He's dived again, Kevin. It's embarrassing. The player's actually in front of him. He's dived twice.
Well, if the referee has seen that as a dive, surely he's got to be producing a card. Here's Xabi Alonso. It's too long, I think, for Ronaldo.
Yeah. Zipped off the surface. You get a chance to see this again. You can see it there. Any sort of contact at all, Alexis just goes to ground. Both her legs are caught in it. He just throws himself in there.
Exchange between Ramos and Alexis. Here's Ronaldo. Benzema. Khedira, Callejon.
It's a shame they didn't get the shot off, Kevin. Corner's probably the least they deserved there, but good combination play, and Ronaldo coming inside, playing a little 1-2.
Ozil's corner.
Goal
for Real Madrid. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, how did he manage to get in front of his marker there? The purchase on the header and the direction of it gave Valdez no chance.
I'll tell you what, this is some header, Kevin. It's drilled in from the right-hand side with the left foot of Mesut Ozil. And Ronaldo's come in towards the near post there. He's attacked the ball. And he's a big lad, he's a good header of the ball, and he hammers it downwards into the bottom corner of the net. Nothing they can do about it. Have a look at this. Now, who does he get in front of? I think it's Busquets. Yeah, I think it's Sergio Busquets he gets across the front of. Yeah, great header, and he's positive there, he's powerful, he's focused, and that's the sucker punch. All those opportunities wasted by Barcelona. Now they're 1-0 down, and it's an away goal, Kevin, as well.
Ronaldo scoring for the 4th successive occasion in this stadium. But here, an immediate reply, maybe, yes! Whoa, now we've got a game on. Pedro equalises within seconds, right from the kickoff.
Well, from one sucker punch to another.
What do they say about you're never more vulnerable and when you've just scored?
Yep.
But is he offside?
Well, he looks level to me with Contrao when the pass is made, but his acceleration, his first touch is brilliant, Kevin. Acceleration and the control is superb, and then he dispatches it really well. Have a look. First touch out from under his feet, head up, bang, bottom corner, no chance for Casillas. And there's the perfect response. Games come to life, that's what we wanted.
Well, his first touch was a joy. I just wonder whether Real Madrid might have claims that he was leaning slightly offside.
I think just when the pass was made, he looked level, but he's so quick over the ground.
Well, here's Ronaldo. Not going to have another one, are we? Oh, it almost squirmed through to Benzema. Well, this game has really sprung into life now. Shackles are off. Özil. Özil's driven cross. Benzema looking to help it back in. Messi. Adriano. Alexis trying to slide it into the path of Messi.
Well, this game's gone to life, Kevin, hasn't it?
It's an altogether different tempo about it. Piqué. Pedro. Offside, Piqué.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. He was coming back from an offside position, and he knew that, but the passing slicker, the movement's better from both sides.
It's almost as if somebody just switched a light on and collectively they said, right, we've had a good look at one another. Now, let's see what you've got. Messi, pocket of space. Alves with a good run, he's onside. In goes Alexis. Arbeloa needs to be careful of the post.
He's pushed him, Alexis. You're right. Not the place you want to be taking the ball in your chest.
Substitution by Mourinho. Benzema coming off. And it'll be the usual replacement, Gonzalo Higuain. I'm afraid our Spanish colleagues have put the wrong graphic up again. It was definitely Higuain and not Di Maria. Mascherano. Busquets. Messi. Glides past Sergio Ramos. Support here from Alves. And Alves! Brilliant save by Casillas. What a tremendous stop from Iker Casillas. Alves thought he'd scored.
Fantastic run as well from Messi. The pass was sublime to Dani Alves on the overlap, Kevin, and then he feigned to cross it with his right foot, come back on his left and try to curl it in. And you're right, Casillas got fingertips to it. But been a fantastic 7 or 8 minutes now.
Xavi with a corner. Flashes wide from Piqué. Almost did a Ronaldo there.
It was a similar type of ball, wasn't it, into the near post? And he's come right through and attacked it.
Crowd getting impatient with Casillas. Iniesta. Now Callejon. Khedira. Higuain. Ronaldo. Lovely shimmy. Blocked by Mascherano.
There's definitely more purpose about both these sets of players, Kevin, in the second half.
Ronaldo. Callejon. Had to use all his height there, Piqué. Alves has run that out.
Just, only just.
Collectively, in all areas, you can see players coming onto a game now. First leg of the Spanish Super Cup. Return at the Bernabeu next week. Barcelona looking to win the trophy for the 4th successive season. Ozil. Free header in there for Higuain. He did nothing with it.
I think he got caught in between two men, whether to go for goal or put it back across towards Ronaldo, and he just stuck it back up in the air again. But there's certainly more impetus about both sides in terms of getting forward, and the final ball's been better. And that's why we're getting chances and we're getting goals.
Real Madrid's tactics have changed markedly from that in the first 45 minutes. They're starting to play now like they did last April in the league win here. This is Higuain! Blocked by Mascherano. Callejon. This time it's off Adriano.
They're much more offensive in the second half, Kevin. Pushing players forward and causing lots of problems.
The players showing the effects of the last 10 minutes or so. It's been high-octane Clásico entertainment. Callejon coming off. Got the nod over Angel Di Maria. Bit of a surprise choice that from Mourinho, but the Argentine will come on to replace him.
I thought he was disappointing against Valencia. That's what I was saying to you earlier. I didn't expect him to start. I thought that was the right change. And Di Maria coming in at this stage with his pace could be a match winner.
I have to say, about an hour before the game, Jerry was telling me what Real Madrid's team was going to be. I thought he had a hotline to Mourinho, got it absolutely spot on. There's a corner. That was the fresh legs of Di Maria that earned it.
As players are getting tired pushing forward, Kevin, you imagine the pace of Di Maria running up and down that line in the next 25 minutes. And I can see exactly where Jose Mourinho's coming from.
Ozil with a corner. Out comes Valdez. Higuain just on his heels a little there. Pedro wasn't. Albiol. No foul on Higuain. Here's Piqué. He's done well to outmuscle Di Maria. Here's Alexis Sanchez. Piqué well involved in this attack. Crowd were urging him to drive to the byline there. I think he'd had enough. This is Messi. Iniesta. Cut out by Ramos. Oh, fine challenge from...
Great challenge.
Dani Alves. Ronaldo wants a foul, but it was clean as a whistle from Alves. Messi. Composure initially from Alonso, then his pass is wayward. Here's Dani Alves. Xavi. Messi. Adriano. Into the last quarter of the game. Almost as if the players are taking a bit of a breather now. Messi. Iniesta. Retreating Real Madrid defence. Arbeloa, not for the first time tonight. Excellent covering there. Dani Alves. Onside. Iniesta. Down he goes. Referee had a long look at it. A long look and says penalty. And my first thought, Jerry, is that Iniesta is not a player to feign a dive or anything inside the opposition's penalty area. And that did look a penalty, and I think the replay will show it was.
Yeah, I think he's blocked it, but his momentum's carried him straight through Andres Iniesta. And I agree with you, Andres Iniesta doesn't cheat. You can see he's checked back, and it's the standing leg is taken by the right leg of Sergio Ramos. It's brilliant play by Andres Iniesta. Clever play, and there's no doubt about it. It's a stonewall penalty kick. Unlike the two dives from Alexis earlier, this one is definitely a penalty kick.
Well, Messi's missed a few. But a chance to give Barcelona the lead in the Super Cup first leg. Missed two good chances in the first half. No mistake here. One in the eye for Mourinho. A little over 20 minutes to go. Barca in front.
I think he had about 10 penalties last season, was it, Kevin? It's a great penalty kick, sends Casillas the wrong way. And well dispatched by the little Argentine to give Barcelona a 2-1 lead in a game that's really come to life in the second half.
Adriano. Iniesta. Barcelona fans roaring their side towards another goal here. Messi. Xavi. Pedro. Xavi again. That's not troubling Casillas.
It'll have to be a great strike from the edge of the box to beat Iker Casillas from that sort of range.
Well, we're going to see Alexis Sanchez going off. Christian Teo is going to replace him with pace to burn.
Yeah.
21-year-old Teo.
I think Teo would give Usain Bolt a run for his money.
Well, he started the league defeat here last April. That was his only previous Clásico appearance. But he got 22 appearances for the first team last season, Teo. This is Di Maria looking for Higuain. Mascherano. Oh, just had to stretch there to close out Di Maria. Did so fairly in the eyes of the referee, who couldn't have had a better view. Intriguingly poised. Khedira earning the free kick. Rather fortunate to do so, judging on that replay.
Well, good delivery is what's necessary now.
In by Ozil. Valdez comes a long way.
He's always been positive, though, hasn't he, Victor Valdez? If he decides he's going to come, he comes.
Albiol and Ramos made their way forward for the Ozil corner. And Valdez plucks that out of the air in very comfortable fashion. Xabi Alonso, what a pass! It's a brilliant ball from Alonso. And just initially, Ozil looked to be taking that in full stride, but pass of the night from Alonso.
Yeah, first touches let him down, Kevin, and a brilliant ball, absolutely superb. Yeah, still very delicately poised.
In by Ozil, Ronaldo can't get there. Adriano for Teo. Got himself into a little bit of a hole there, but extricates himself superbly. No lack of confidence there. Messi. Taken on by Xavi. This is Pedro. Can't find a way past Ramos. Away comes Xabi Alonso. Higuain. Barcelona quick to get the ball out of play. Pedro in trouble.
I don't know if it was Sergio Ramos or Contral fell over the top of him. Might have stood on his hand as he lost the ball on the edge of the box. Just there at Sergio Ramos, and you can see, I think he stands on his side. He wins it fairly. Pedro goes down.
Well, the think tank, Barca think tank, in deep discussion. Villanova has got Jordi Urruba as his assistant this season.
And he's got David Villa on the bench and Alexis Cesc Fabregas. I don't think it's much of a problem.
Might it be a problem to his hand, Pedro?
Yeah, I think he trod on it.
Possession will go back to Valdez. Iniesta, it's a good ball from Busquets. Iniesta, pass one, pass two, lovely pass, onside, Xavi! So typical of Barcelona. And the two magicians, Iniesta and Xavi, link up to put daylight between the big two. Xavi the goal scorer, Iniesta the provider, 3-1 Barcelona.
Don't you just think Iniesta's got magic feet, Kevin? He just skips past challenges, glides over them. And what a great run from Xavi coming from deep. And we talked about his goal-scoring prowess from last season. And here he is linking up again. Lovely footwear inside. And he's definitely onside. You can see Arbeloa is playing him on. That's a great goal. What a fabulous goal. And could that be the decisive goal, the two-goal cushion to take to the Bernabeu next week?
Wonderful from Iniesta. A vision just to play the pass at just the right moment. Xavi comfortably onside. Fabulous. It's easy, this job, says Villanova. A sinking feeling for Mourinho right now. After Ronaldo put Real Madrid in front, it's been some response from Barca. There might be more to come yet. Teo. Deep, testing Arbeloa, corner. What a contrast to the two halves.
You knew it was never going to be a 0-0, Kevin. Even at half-time when it was 0-0, we were more than confident there was goals in this game.
Xavi. Iniesta. Piqué.
Pedro had continued his run. I think he hesitated slightly. And those magic feet of Andres Iniesta, once again, he skips past challenges.
Real Madrid looking a little leggy right now, to do an awful lot of chasing out of possession. Piqué.
I said to you at the start, Kevin, I saw both of them at the weekend, and I thought Real Madrid didn't look 100%, and Barcelona hit the ground running, sprinting. And it's looked that way tonight. They put in a lot of effort, though, Real Madrid, to keep in the tie. It's not over. We can get another goal.
Here's Iniesta, finding all the room he wants around the Camp Nou pitch. Offside against Pedro.
Must have been tight. He was the wide player. He didn't need to go early. Look right along the line. See, well, he is. And he doesn't need to go early, Kevin. He's got lots of pace. He's got pace to burn.
Real Madrid, Marcelo, amb el número 12. Substitueix Ofil.
Is making way. Will be replaced by Marcelo.
We can play in there, can't he? Can play in that attacking midfield role.
Straight into the action here, Marcelo. Barcelona, by the way, made a conscious decision not to force their players into a lot of travelling pre-season. Didn't go away to the Far East or to the United States or anything like that. By and large, stayed in Europe. Messi had his longest pre-season of his Barcelona career. Said he felt really fresh. And has bought the free kick.
You can see, he says he shouldered him, but he doesn't. He hits him with his hip.
Cesc Fabregas is coming on to replace Xavi.
We need to see if his legs or his Achilles and knee this season. And when you've got Fabregas and Cole on the bench, why not?
Well, you wouldn't know it, but they have to patch him up for almost every game. Xavi Hernandez has a chronic Achilles tendon problem. Not a bad replacement, is it? Given away cheaply by Mascherano. Di Maria. Iniesta. Alves. Busquets.
Let's keep ball in mind. Real Madrid do look tired, and no necessity for Barcelona to do anything else. They'll be very happy with a 2-goal cushion. If Real Madrid could get themselves another goal, they could change the tie for the second leg.
That's a little sloppy. Allowed Marcelo to make the run forward, but no free kick. Iniesta. Lovely pass from Iniesta. Messi! Casillas with a save. Well, that could turn out to be a crucial save from Iker Casillas. Now on the counter-attack, Ronaldo can't release Di Maria. Oh, and Valde's in trouble. And Di Maria scores. Oh, what was he doing there, Victor Valdes? Just seconds after Messi was denied by Casillas. Valdes has got himself into all sorts of trouble and gifted Di Maria a goal.
Well, it's football suicide. Taking a touch. At that stage, he's got plenty of time to just take a touch and knock the ball away. Trying to be clever, create an angle, take another touch. You don't do that. You don't take that liberty. And you give credit to Di Maria, who's chased the ball down. And this tie is wide open again, Kevin. At 3-2, Real Madrid can still win this Super Cup. Big save at the other end, though, you're right, Casillas, for to make it 4-1, and then suddenly it becomes 3-2 within 20 seconds. I don't know what Victor Valdes is trying to do.
Messi. Teo. Iniesta, so instrumental in turning the game in Barcelona's favour.
Oh, he's done well, Arbeloa. That little magician, you hate to have him one-on-one in any position. And Arbeloa stuck to his task.
Long, slow walk from Pedro. Jordi Alba to replace him. His first Clásico.
It's the first trophy of the season as well, Kevin.
Mentioned earlier about Ramos and Iniesta being perhaps the pick of the Spanish player. I think Jordi Alba would be pushing them hard as well. A fantastic tournament he had.
Great goal as well.
Well, I think he brings the potential for quite a lot of goals from the left-back stroke left-wing position for Barca this season.
And what is it with Barcelona having players like that as youngsters and letting them go and having to pay millions to get them back again?
Yeah, and one that got away from La Masia.
And so is Cesc Fabregas and Gerard Piqué and co. There's lots of them get away.
And again, there's so many coming through at any one given time. Perhaps it's inevitable. We've got a fabulous striker in the B team at the moment, Gerard Deulofeu, who got a hat-trick at the weekend. Has made a couple of first-team appearances last season. I think we'll give him time to blossom and flower a little more, but note the name, Deulofeu, star of the Spanish under-19 European Championship winning teams. They think he could be really special. Here's Di Maria. It's no foul. It is a corner, though.
I think he was trying to do an Alexis there, wasn't he?
Di Maria to take, 89th minute. Valde stays at home. Almost as if his confidence is shot there. Normally you'd see Victor Valdez with a corner played into the 6-yard area, coming to take charge. Di Maria. Nicely through the legs of Busquets.
Any will do for Dani Alves. A little bit of panic here as Real Madrid play a couple of 1-2s trying to get a strike and a goal.
Adriano. Cut out easily by Albiol. Space is beginning to open up here now, and Higuain, had he got control there, Marcelo had made a terrific run. Teo, Fabregas, Messi. Fabregas seen off comfortably by Ramos. Pulsating second half.
Has been great, hasn't it? Fantastic attacking football from both sides. With, I think Barcelona will feel very despondent at the fact that they were 2 goals ahead and give away a soft one. And that's a soft pass to give away with 3 minutes left on the clock.
Fabregas. Messi can't find Fabregas again. The excellent Arbeloa in the way. His best game for a while tonight, Arbeloa. Villanova on the cusp of making it 2 wins out of 2. Jordi Alba. Busquets. Messi. Dani Alves. Ramos just too strong for him.
Yeah, no nonsense, wasn't it, from Sergio Ramos? He was having none of it.
Less than 90 seconds to go. Free kick against Piqué. Real Madrid with designs on taking a level scoreline back to the Bernabeu for the second leg. We won't do it like that, though. That's very much a compass lost by Di Maria.
He's very much instinctive, isn't he, Kevin? Di Maria. Lots of energy. No, don't want to be caught again. There, Gerard Piqué on the edge of his own box as Marcelo applied the pressure.
Here's Messi. Alves. Into the last 30 seconds. Away by Ramos. Teo. Takes on Ramos.
Oh, too experienced, too strong, Sergio Ramos. Once again, he mops up at the back.
He's in the form of his life right now, Sergio Ramos. So, Jerry, it's going to be a 3-2 Barca advantage for the second leg. How do you see it?
Oh, it's a one-goal advantage. Real Madrid, a home advantage, it means nothing. One goal means nothing. But, you know, Barcelona can score goals away from home as well. It's still wide open, Kevin, as to who's going to win the Spanish Super Cup.
Final score at the Camp Nou. Barcelona with a slight advantage. The mistake from Valdés may yet be costly. 3-2.
Yes, much better second half than the first. 5 goals, great play, mistakes. 45 minutes had it all. Let's get straight into the goals, Rafa. And that one from Ronaldo, we talked at half-time. How'd you get him in the game? He's always a threat in the air, isn't he?
Yeah, especially when you talk about Barcelona. But in this case, I think it was Sergi Busquets defending him. He's maybe the tallest player for Barcelona. So always when we talk about man-to-man Sonal marking, so that is yesterday we could see a goal in Sonal marking. Now it's a man-to-man goal. So this second goal, amazing the control of Pedro. It's really, really good, no? Really good.
There was a few penalty shouts throughout the game for Barcelona. Was this the strongest, and was this a penalty in your opinion?
I think it was clear. This case, and you see, Iniesta is not someone that is diving, so it's very clear.
And Lionel Messi stepped up. He's missed a few.
Yeah, and he hadn't scored for 4 games in the Clásico, but decided to take it, even though last season he missed, I think, 4 in total. And what a great move from Iniesta, man of the match perhaps, and the way he's going, perhaps man of the season or man of the year, even above Messi and Ronaldo. He's just taking this new position, new position, the one that's going to make regular in the centre of midfield.
And Rafa, this is incredible, isn't it? Could have been 4-1, ended up being 3-2. How did it happen?
Yeah, Casillas was a really good, great save. And after you see the two teams very long, so too much space behind the defenders. And then obviously Valdés made a massive mistake here. He has to clear the ball and that's it, no?
Remember that Benzema goal that actually came from a mistake of Valdés last season? What happened after that was Pep Guardiola congratulated Valdés for what he's given Barcelona by building from the back and passing the ball. I bet Tito Villanova will do something like that, actually.
You think he will?
He will receive a test message, no?
What would he be saying?
No, it's difficult because I think that he knows that he has made a massive mistake, but you cannot say too much. You say, listen, next time, learn for the future, no?
What kind of statement does this send out from Tito Villanova and his Barcelona side?
I like it Barcelona. The first half, they were normal Barcelona we have seen during the last years, attacking and controlling the ball and a lot of possession. The second half, Real Madrid was playing a little bit higher, and they gave more space to Barcelona to play behind. But Real Madrid scored, and then we could see they were attacking one side, the other side, so totally different to the first half. But I think that still Barcelona, they are not sharp. You can see that, and we were talking about the humidity and was really difficult, but I think that they will play good football again.
What can we expect from the second leg?
I think that Barcelona will try, but we were talking about Mourinho, the game plan was to wait. And after, listen, we have to do something more. So they were attacking. In the Bernabeu Stadium, they have to attack. So Barcelona will try to keep the ball, and Real Madrid will press really high.
And basically, that's the idea. It's strange that there was two different Real Madrids, but in any case, I guess Mourinho would think, I wish I would have done what I did in the first half in the second too.
OK. Rafa, Guillaume, thank you very much for your time. Indeed. Well, we have La Liga games for you Saturday, 2 and Sunday and Monday, but a date in your diary, the second leg of the Supercopa live from the Bernabeu, Real Madrid against Barcelona. That's 9:25, Sky Sports 3 HD. So after the first leg, it's Barcelona 3, Real Madrid 2. Still the Bernabeu to come, and of course with away goals. This tie is perfectly poised. Bye for now.
Watch all 6 Sky Sports channels on your mobile and online.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Tomorrow, the first ODI, England-South Africa, live on Sky Sports 1 from 10 a.m. From 7:30, live Championship football, Bolton-Nottingham Forest, Sky Sports 1. And Saturday, live Premier League, Swansea-West Ham, Sky Sports 2 at 12:30.
This is Sky Sports, your home of sport.
I mean, I just can't describe the feel in this golf tournament.
You get chill bumps when they start hollering. I now know how awesome this tournament is.
Nothing compares to this. I mean, everybody just plays from the heart.
It's the nearest thing I can think about from being a Premiership footballer.
40,000 people chanting your name, it doesn't really get much better than that.
It's the greatest feeling of my life.
This is very special.
The Ryder Cup, sponsored by Rolex and Visit Scotland, coming soon on Sky Sports.